It's so hot today, you hear me? Salam, good afternoon, everyone. Wise Solace speaking. Get the feeling back. Giving you all a chance to get in here. I'm a little tired. This may not be that long. First one in, please let me know if I'm clear. What's going on, Sir Jones? Peace and wisdom. Hopefully everyone's well. You all see the title. Now, before I start, I want to say a very important thing. Like I said, I'm giving you all a chance to get in here. I had a little gray piece in it right here, and I had to chop it off. It's a deep thing. Peace and wisdom, Sir Jones. Yeah, I'm gonna take my time today. I'm a little tired. We're gonna get this thing right. Now, this is the first thing I want to say. Ooh, it's gonna hurt. Nah. Ooh, it's gonna hurt. Ooh, nah, I'm just playing. I want to say this. Sometime between now and July 1st, I'm going to be removing the channel membership. So if you're a channel member, you don't have to be a channel member anymore. Don't, like I said, I'm going to remove it. But I'm doing that for those of y'all that's channel members. You get my point? Hopefully y'all learned balance. Those of y'all that didn't have it prior. Those of y'all that give back. And some of y'all are channel members too. Y'all are the most important. And so I'm doing that for y'all. Like I said, I'm not sure if I can make the videos public. If I make the videos public, basically the channel's gonna get taken down because I got too many strikes. Peace and wisdom, boss man. Like I said, I have too many strikes. I didn't do anything wrong, but they just give me strikes. So if I get any more, channel's coming down. And so the point I'm making is that I may not be able to make all the videos public because they changed the standards in that they desperate to pick, you know. But maybe I'll drop it all the way down to like $1 or $2. The ones that I can't, you know, make public without getting the channel taken down. You know, sometimes I show little images in my book. It may be of female reproductive system. It may be of a male reproductive system. Not the organ, like the naked picture, but you know what I mean. I don't have any books near me, but I may have like the science breakdown of, you know, the reproductive system. That will take my channel down for that. You get it? And that, I don't know which videos have that in it. I know I show my books and images a lot, so it's hard to say. But the point is, the channel membership is ending. Hopefully you guys learn to be balanced in life. Wisdom starts with balance. You have to have a fair perspective. And You have to be honest with yourself on that. You do have emotions, and that can interfere with your being fair or honest. Meaning you have the overall say over self. And this is where the ego kicks in. Meaning somebody can be right, you can be wrong. Let's say you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend. Yeah, I'm sure y'all all had one or the other. And there's times where y'all are having arguments and you know they're right, but you get my point? You're not going to budge because maybe you feel like you're right about something else, or maybe you just got a lot of pride and you don't budge. But whatever the case, you get my point? That's the ego. The ego having to do with that. You're being able to make yourself right to yourself whenever you want. You know, kind of like a proud thing. Kind of like a, you know, like when a person is in, person has high authority. In that, let's say you say something to your boss that's right. You know, your boss could be like, you know, F off and fire you. It's all dependent on his ego. His ego being that, like how proud he is and him having the power and the control to make himself right even when he ain't wrong. Now he's somebody in power, so you see how extreme it can get. He could just cut you off and be like, get out of here. Do it my way or that's that. And so you have the ego teachings and manifestation in many other aspects. Many different aspects of life fall under that, but me too, boss man. When you say that, well, I get why you say that. Yeah, I'm surprised too. Now, like I said, I'm removing the channel membership. Those of y'all that are channel members, you can just give back on your own merit, like I want you guys to do. Period. Those of you that give back on your own merit already, you get my point. Thank you. That's the whole point of everything. Whatever you do in life, be fair. It's not about your ever getting over. That's debt. Life has a balance. It's like I said, you lose a thought, somebody else gain an idea. You remember that thought, they gonna lose that idea so fast. You got the tide coming in, you got the tide going out. You can get over now on anything, then you can get under later. And you can't avoid these things in life. This is what wisdom is about, or the path of it. You can look at wisdom like a religion. You walk in a certain path of life. This path of life is just balance and honor. That means be fair and honest in your ways. When I say honest, I mean with yourself first. If you can't be honest with yourself, meaning if you got too much ego and you get it, say, fuck that, I'm right, they wrong, and I don't want to hear nothing about it. You got the authority. Let's say you're the parent. Your child is right in the moment. Hey, mama, why you gotta shoot that heron up in front of us? So you slap this shit out the kid, excuse me. This is real life things that happen. You slap the kids clean across the coffee table. Ego. You know the kid right, but you like, no, the kid ain't right because the kid a kid. And you ain't supposed to be talking to me like that. And you get it? Like that. If you have the authority in your own mind or in reality, that can become extreme. Meaning the things y'all do to people can become extreme if you're not honest with yourself when you're wrong. Because you can continue to be wrong and wronger. Like abuse. Now imagine if you're in a relationship with somebody and you love them and they love you back, but you have this ego problem. You think ego is arrogance, so you shallow it completely out to where you can't go in depth in what I'm saying. Ego is arrogance if you want it to be that, but that's more of a shallow That's baby ego. Little kids can have that. But when you get to adults, they have authority. And that ain't got nothing to do with arrogance. That got to do with power. And if they say you wrong, you get my point, you can get beheaded in some places. Meaning that ego can go way beyond an arrogance. And so you have teachings that break this down. Peace and wisdom, wiser foundation. Rumble will let you do your thing, my fellow. I don't know what that means, but salam, shalom. Rumble will let you. I don't know what that means. Sam Soap said God created mankind to test them, to see which one is best in deeds. God is a whole thing, not an individual thing. When you say God, you're speaking like a most high, an individual, above all other things in life. And so when you say God created mankind to test their deeds, God is whole, meaning, you see how you have all these individuals in life? Imagine if we were all just one. Not one person, but one accord. You're kind of moving in line with each other. Everybody's brain is on the same accord. Everybody's emotional state is intact, in that we stay on the same accord. Everybody builds and moves as one unit, being their individual, but their individuality not coming before the whole. Their individuality not even mattering, just being a important part of the whole. And so that's God. Then y'all have an opposite thing, which is an individual. This is the Most High. It's like I told y'all, y'all worship the devil. So this is why y'all God is one thing above all other things. And so that's the Satan. The Satan have to do with the self. Meaning if you trace that word Satan back, it has to do with the self, the individual. But let's say you have a bunch of individuals in life, so this one is the Most High. If you're lost, y'all have Lucifer as Satan. Lucifer was the God in heaven, or the brightest light. He's the one that said, I want to be the Most High. He was cast below. So you could say the Lucifer story has to do with how light went off and then came back on again in the morning in the flesh. If you lost every night, you go off. Come back on in the morning. And so let's say this Lucifer fella, or the Satan, first individual, the Most High, above all other individuals, but God is before that. God is when all individuals is one. And so, get the understanding primed, meaning y'all can't just use things loosely, titles and things. At some point you have to know. Otherwise, what are you doing? Peace and wisdom, boss man. Sam Sapp said, God is the all-knowing, all-hearing. He is a man. He wasn't born. He didn't come into the flesh. He sent prophets to tell the word of truth, to follow the straight path and not to follow the devil. Yes, he was very arrogant and didn't want to bow. Salam, champ. That's enough. Be quiet, please. I don't want to block. I'm blabbering too much. A lot of you guys are young. I say that I can tell from the way you blabber a lot. If you know, before you know, you're going to find yourself defending whatever you said. And whatever you said is probably going to be inaccurate. In that, you're going to become the defender of lies. And that you wait till you get a certain age. Into daytime, y'all watch a lot of TV. Y'all like to mimic. This is fine. You got to get motivated some kind of way. You got to get inspired. But you don't get inspired to where you copy. This is how you set yourself up for failure. This is how you set yourself up to be a lying, cheating, all the other weird things you see in the daytime. Just give yourself time. Wait till the wisdom is right. I'm saying that because like you typing, it's the same as if you speaking. And when you speaking, you can't hear. The sound is twofold. Sound and hearing is not two different things. It's just one thing, you get it? Sunrise, sunset. Sound goes out, it comes back in, but the goings out and the comings in is coming from the same source. Your mind. So, let's say your mind exhales out and it inhales in. And you can call that speech and hearing. Or you could just call it breathing. Like I said, God is whole. There's no rules of God. The only rules in any teachings is balance, but y'all do not understand anything. You're a Christian, you read the Bible. It says, in the beginning, God created heavens and the earth, that's above and below. And it was good. That's balance. Created day and night, and then it was good. Balance. Meaning when you read in Genesis, it's teaching you balance. All things start there. And it's not good till it's balanced. And said God created the man. Until the book said God created the woman too, it didn't say it was good. Go back and check. It said God created Adam or the man, and it never said it was good. On purpose. It said it was good for everything else and every other day and every other duality that it created. But when it got the man, it didn't say it was good. Until Eve was made too, then it said it was good. So you know what good is? Fair. Balance. All schools of wisdom start there. Understanding balance. Not your emotions or what you want to be, but balance and fair. And so it's even there in that book. Anywhere you look, it will always start there. If you coming into wisdom and it didn't start there, and that wasn't a requirement of you. Well, I don't know what you're into, but it's around. Now, let's start with the title. Hopefully you give yourself some time. Sam Sapp, he said he made man in his image, so he knew it was good because he breathed into his own spirit. You see how he dumbed himself out? He said he made man in his image, so he knew it was good. God didn't say it was good till he made woman, but you missed that part because you're blabbering too much. You come here to learn. You come in here to compete. I'll bring you up on the channel. You'll look so stupid. I'm dealing with somebody far beyond you. Far beyond whatever understanding you think you got. Give me a second, y'all. Talk to Sam Sapp. You still in schools of wisdom where you searching for God or a thing over yourself. You have not matured in mind to grasp the pinnacles of your having all these things over you. You know, you was born, you had a mother and a father over you. Then you had your peers' pressure over you. That's your friends and their perspective. And then you got a little older, maybe your life fell in a shambles, so then you said, let me find a God to have over me. And so look at those as stairs. At some point, you have to be responsible for self. You have to be whatever this God that you're seeking, or this thing above you that you're seeking, you have to be it. So you can be it. You know, merge. That oneness thing I was telling you about, you know, whole. And so you still in the baby steps of wisdom where you think it's about praising a God, which is really a lower thing. I said, if you take your time, stop thinking you know before you do. Wisdom don't have to do with books. It have to do with understanding the unconsciousness and the consciousness that's with you. That's the light and the dark. And you have to transcend that darkness or turn it into light. Light and darkness don't have to do with a physical light and a physical light going off. It have to do with what make you able to see and live, and what have you like dead in your darkness, in consciousness. And so in the beginning it was darkness and light have to do with that. Everything is just symbolism or an example, an expression of the first truth. Everything starts there with your unconscious mind and how you don't even exist to your own self when you're there. In your conscious mind, you having light and life, so to say. Devil loves it when people have it. Indeed. There's no devil in God though. There's just the whole. How can there be a God in a whole? How we an equal group that move as one unit and there's one above the rest? So like that, y'all don't understand wholeness yet. But like I said, learn balance. When y'all do things, it'll be more clear. Y'all won't need these strange titles that's used to explain life. Y'all will just use whatever they're speaking of. Peace and wisdom, little baby. You have God. You have the book, the religion, and the God. Plural. I say plural because y'all got this devil character, a God character, and then this YHWH character, but y'all call him Jesus. So you got like these three gods, or at least two. Meaning you got Jesus and then God. Y'all done forgot about God, but y'all got Jesus. I want to explain all these things so it'll be clear to y'all. Now the book and the religion, let's start there. The book and the religion is two separate things. You have the book, and the book has to do with saving whoever falls into the religion. So the book is before the religion. Those stories in the books are those books in that book come before y'all Christianity. The book has to do with saving whoever falls into the religion. This is why the book always say, he who hath an ear, like is speaking in secret code. Now, the religion is the group of people. And they don't have nothing to do with the book. They don't never really even pick up the book. They will just blabber out whatever verses they feel like from the book, but they have no understanding of the book. They believe in sacrifice, so they believe this God's gonna die for them. This is an unselfish act. They don't understand that. So you get my point? You have the book, and then you have the religion, which is the group of people who are truly ignorant. They have a lot of ego, so they're not honest with self. Do you get my point? And that they're on their journey. Now, Christ. Let's say Christ. Christ means like sacrifice. Something that's going to be killed to sacrifice, but it's going to save everybody else. If you need an example, maybe you starving, you and your tribe, and y'all see a beautiful little ram run by, a buffalo, grazing the grass because he a vegan. And you see this buffalo grazing the grass. You see humans standing next to him, because back in the day, before silverware plates and things like this, a vegan had to go graze the grass with the buffaloes. I'm sorry. I had to get one in there. Vegans be mad. That's how I know y'all not really in the wisdom, because y'all get too mad too fast. I eat so as he eats meat. I didn't say I eat meat. I just said I was grazing grass with the buffaloes. Now, back in the day before, the silverware and plates, you had to get it how you had to get it. You can go to any undeveloped lands like South America, you're going to see the indigenous people eating grass and berries off the tree. And they're going to be on all fours, grazing the grass like a buffalo. Until they learn how to hunt and make it's a status thing. You shall eat off the you shall eat off the ground until you learn. And so it's a deep thing. You eat thistles and things of this nature. It's like I said, meat is for the gods. This is beyond y'all. Y'all don't understand things. Now, where was that? Oh, this sacrifice. That's really Savior. That's what a Christ is. It's a sacrifice thing, a sad story, but good for everybody else. And so this is what a Christian is. A thing that sacrifices self for the good of the world. But the Christian don't know that. The Christian think the God is the sacrifice. The God is the Lamb. The God is the Christ. And they're just Christians. They don't understand that. Mean like, whatever the God is. You get it? You have to grasp. Christians, to say like a Christ-liker, like you're going to be like how the blood was. Christians don't understand things. So that's why I said the book is to save the Christian. Or whoever fall into the religion. They're two separate things. The religion just being a group of people that believe in the death of God. And this goes back before the people. And this goes back to heaven. So you have that story about Lucifer, the light bearer, the brightest light in heaven. And then he got kicked out, sent to below. First sacrifice in heaven. Y'all know the story. That happened in heaven. In Dietary pronounced the atrocious, like an atrocious thing. In Dietary, this is your Akkadian text, your ancient Sumerians. They have a story about the god Yesh-2-E, but it's really just pronounced Ishta, because G's are silent. You get my point? If you say Hajj, G is silent. Gnosis, G in the front, but it's silent, but you have to understand things. I'm dealing with a wise person here. Whatever I say, if you never heard it before, don't worry about it. It makes sense in real life when you wake up. So if you thought, like, how is G silent? It's silent now, y'all just don't pay attention to anything. But yes, to E. Ra-ilah wallah. This is where Wallah comes from. This is also where the God Allah comes from. Ra-ilah. This is your sacrifice, God. In the Atrahasis, they say, Ninta, mix this God's blood with the clay. That's to say, like the egg cell, the menses cycle. Of course, this is before physical life that's being spoken of. And so it says the lords of below, they sacrificed this God and Allah to the clay, and they all spit in the clay. That means like ejaculated in the clay. Remember, the clay is the menses. You have the egg cell there. How the sperms hit the egg cell, but one sacrifice to it, and from there you get the body. In regards to physical life, the whole world, but it always starts there. So physical life is like a body in the way that it comes into being. Your two airs merging, you know. Warm air meets cool air, and you get rain, water. Consciousness, that space, and unconsciousness, you know, day and night, they merge. And you get substance. And from substance, you get matter. You follow? Why is the foundation so long? I'll finish this after I read your comment. I don't see it, Jen. I don't see your comment. Don't ever interrupt me again. Salami. Peace and blessings. All praises to the horizon. Shaka Khan. Now, where was I at? Explaining Christians and Christ. If y'all get confused on anything, put your questions up. Don't waste your time like, why is the foundation saying dumb things? Now, let's start with Satan and God, so y'all understand everything I can do. You know these gods, y'all. You have those two titles, God and Satan. Satan is the unconscious space. This is the source of night, darkness, anything y'all know like I can do with black, nothingness. God is the title that represents consciousness. This is light, awareness, life. So you have consciousness and unconsciousness, or light and darkness. Both these things before the physical and before the spiritual. The spiritual is the substance. So you have Satan and God, of unconsciousness and consciousness personified. The consciousness that we all have, it comes from a source. The unconsciousness we all have, it comes from a source. These two things are separate. Now, of course, God is associated with heaven. So consciousness has to do with above. Look at it like when you fall into unconsciousness, well, you fall. And when you wake up, you raise. So consciousness is associated with above, life and living. Unconsciousness, this is your darkness, is associated with death, nothingness, the dark space. forget this is outside of you as well. You have all the darkness that everything you see is in. Now the light is whole, are one. Y'all see many stars in the night sky. They're all in their own darkness, separate from one another. In the daytime, you see no separation. You just see it's all lit. All a oneness. So consciousness or God is whole, or one. Not one thing, but a bunch of things is one. No separation, like daytime. You look up at the day sky, there's no separation. It's just all light. And so that word God is the personification of that consciousness, this being a real thing. Y'all wouldn't have life without it. And so consciousness, which is light, living, a oneness amongst many, in heaven. When you're dealing with the unconscious space, or the Satan, that being a personification of that, you're dealing with the death and the beginnings of individual. Y'all wake up as individuals, but it starts in y'all unconsciousness. You follow? Before y'all were born out, y'all were unconscious. Before y'all wake up every day, y'all are unconscious. The unconsciousness is the beginnings of the individual. Before that darkness, so you have just conscious on its own, just like you have unconsciousness on its own. We're speaking of space. These are your two separate spaces. On the unconscious side, it can manifest out like the light. This is to say physical. Now to say the darkness or the Satan can present himself as light, speaking like that. You have real heaven, which is just consciousness, and all the lights are awarenesses in it. Kind of like your mind and all the thoughts in it. And then you have the opposite, unconsciousness, and the individual trapped in it that will wake up physically and be conscious, but you get it? Still in that darkness, so to say. Physical life is the darkness. If y'all are not following, let me know. Now, these are your beginnings, or your two beginning states. God and Satan are darkness and light. But this is unconscious and consciousness. Now, the Lucifer story explains that. You have this God of heaven, or of the light. And he's the brightest, or at least he told himself that. And so he's the opposite of the wholeness. He's the beginning of individuality. So he's turned off or cast down to be the opposite. And he can't. He has to stand alone. But the beginnings of alone and individual is the darkness, unconsciousness. And so the Lucifer story explains that, how you get those two spaces. Lucifer was cast down from heaven, all your realms of light to darkness, and he was turned off unconsciousness, becoming that space. And this is why it's called the Satan. Satan is the unconscious space, or the beginnings of the individual in the individual physical life. You get my point? The physical life is where the individual is. The unconscious space, or the Satan, is the beginnings of this self. The unconsciousness, or the Satan, is the most high self, the source of the individual. So all individuals have the darkness with them, and y'all follow the unconsciousness. Is this too deep for some of y'all? Y'all come in here, y'all play. I'm really the wisest person alive. That's not a slogan. It's just the truth. You have to learn balance in your mind. You have to learn to be fair in your perspective. Then you'll understand things that way. If you're unfair, you will understand things that way. If you live a negative life, you will understand things according to that negativity and whatever justifications you need for that negativity. If you live a positive life, you will understand things from that positivity and however naive it makes you. But is the overall, both being weak lessers, halves of themselves. Not sure if you guys grasp. As a foundation. Satan is the unconsciousness. Why do y'all act like I'm speaking in parables? Are y'all retarded? You don't know what your unconsciousness is because it's with you. Some of y'all got too much ego. You so desperate to be smart, you completely dumb yourself completely out. And that the most simplest things I say, y'all are beyond point. You're trying to make some deep thing of it. It's simple so you could grasp. Why would you think I will make it hard for you to get it? Think I got time for this shit, man? Some people. You're dumb as a fool, but I bet you think you wise, don't you? And the dumbest person here understood unconscious, even the 8-year-old. Forget physical for a moment. You have unconsciousness, consciousness. You can't separate the individual. You can't remove himself from the equation and just understand unconsciousness and consciousness and what they both are. He's experienced them both, but for some reason he can't do that. And say, okay, when I'm unconscious, I ain't nothing. I don't even know I exist. When I go into that space not being me, but I go there. Come into consciousness or awake. Like I said, some of y'all slow, and it's because you're rushing. You want to be wise so bad. I guess y'all think there's some physical reward for you at the end. In that, y'all are not grasping the most simplest things. I don't speak in parables. I don't speak in tricks. I try to speak in as simple as I can, so even the 8-year-old, if he's listening, he could say, okay, I get that. A little bit. It's a lot. Feel me, boss man? I gotta explain it 200 times, then another 200. For good measure. Wise Foundation said, somebody work your nerves. It's alright, my brother. Ain't working my nerves. I'm just saying it like that so you could kind of. Y'all like this. If y'all don't feel a little butthurt, then y'all won't pay yourselves no mind. You get my point? If y'all don't feel no way about the error in y'all ways, then y'all will repeat it. It's like in today's climate, y'all see a lot of dishonorable things happening, but y'all overlook it. Because y'all are not made to look like fools in those moments, y'all get my point? You continue on. Never catching yourself to say, no, that's not the way, that's bozo time. And so I try to put a little sting on it, but not make it personal. Just show you like, you're not stupid. That's basically how I'm trying to explain it to you. Like, you're not stupid. Why are you dumbing your own self out? Whatever I'm explaining to you, you already know. You just don't know. You get my point? I'm not explaining anything that's foreign to you. If I say unconsciousness, consciousness, we're speaking of self. I say God and Satan is just titles or personifications of those two things. Separate yourself. You see where balance kick in? You have to separate yourself. You don't own consciousness or unconsciousness. These are two things that you ping pong back and forth in that, you know there's something that has a control over you still. We talking a physical control. Y'all get removed out of the way. And it's not because y'all say, and y'all get kicked out of unconsciousness. It's not because y'all say, y'all don't even know y'all are alive here. Y'all don't even know y'all have kids or anything. You remember everything when you wake up. And y'all don't control these two realms. Y'all just get kicked in and out of them. In that, you know there's a thing in life, a force in life that has a power over you. This thing doesn't have to have a power over you, but you don't have a power over yourself, so it will until you grasp these things. And this has to do with you as a soul. The same way a person can have mental control over you until you respect your own perspective, then you get my point, strengthening up to where you say, I'm doing me. And you can't tell me what to do. Until that happens, you will be bullied and told to go this way, that way, and you will. Until you become aware and you strengthen up as a mind. And so life is the same way. Now, got many things put above y'all. I call it precious. To strengthen the mind. The mind is the soul. The soul has to become right, meaning it has to become aware. Remember what I told you consciousness is, or awareness? Light. As a soul or mind, you have to become lit, meaning completely aware of every way you're being influenced, every way you're being manipulated, everything that's above you and controlling you. You see how you never thought on that before and said, damn, there is a force that's kind of controlling me in this life. It make me go into unconsciousness and awake, and I ain't got no control over it. If I try to fight awake, I'll crash out. If I try to fight unconsciousness, I don't even know I exist when I'm there, so I can't do nothing. Most of y'all are not even consciously aware of that until I just said it. Before that, you were lost in the characters. You say, no, there's a God and a devil. There's unconsciousness, that darkness where you not nothing there. Meaning you ain't nothing to you. You have consciousness. This is when you awaken, you know self. Or you know you be at least. And so those two realities are real. You see how y'all mind slip from that. Y'all get lost in y'all allegory and y'all religion, and your mind slip from that. Every day I'm thrown into the darkness, and then I come back into the light. But them two places and spaces is separate. That part. And you as a mind are an awareness. This is above physical. Meaning when y'all go into that unconsciousness, then y'all are brought into new places called dream. But you're unconscious, so what happened? Like that. Your consciousness, you can wake up whenever you want. You follow? You just don't know nothing. So you're controlled. In that, you're pulled into unconsciousness. You're given awake while you're there. Or you're given the underworld. That's what dream is. The underworld. It's like the physical life. But if I tell y'all, let's go to dream right now, y'all say, I don't know how to get there. But when you're there, it's like physical life. It's the underworld. And so you see how everything is real? Y'all have these words, underworld, this thing or that thing. I'm making it real for you. These things is explaining real things pertaining to self. Two people can argue about God and devil all day. That ain't going to get them nowhere. God and devil ain't never going to talk to you in whatever way y'all thinking. You're going to get dropped off where you get dropped off. And you're going to be brought out of that place. If y'all ain't had no physical body, y'all will get what I'm saying. You will be brought into that darkness and not know you exist. And you will be given away if you given away. And you don't have the control. You just got ego. You get it? Meaning y'all got so much ego, y'all kind of forgot all this realities that y'all go through every day. Every day you're shown the power. and every day you're thrown into unconsciousness, and then you're brought out of it. And sometimes when you're unconscious, you are brought to the underworld or dream. And this is all just to teach you and show you. You got no power. A nigga will take your life like that. You say, who, a person? The same way you fall into sleep, that darkness will come upon you like that. I'm doing this video right now. If it say so, it come right upon me. I'll be dead. For good. We ain't talking dead in the afterlife. We talking dead. No afterlife for you or nothing. Afterlife is dream. You know, the underworld. And so do y'all follow what I'm saying? Y'all are souls or minds. Y'all get put in unconsciousness. They ain't got nothing to do with no physical body. You just there as a soul or a mind. Lost in your darkness. And you're brought out of it every day so that you see. Say, Jesus is going to come raise me up. It's because you selfish in your ways. You don't see that you blessed and you raised up by the glory every day. Tonight, y'all could get left there. Every day with everybody, there's a force that brings them out of unconsciousness. Not the alarm clock. That part. The alarm clock got to do with the awake senses. But if the unconsciousness say you won't hear no alarm clock, you won't come out that unconsciousness, you won't even know you be. You follow? Like that. Y'all are not aware of these real things in life. Y'all are aware of Santa Claus. No, the devil. The red suit, fat. Y'all aware of God. It's just the same person. The Most High. Ooh, I'm getting a little hot. Salam, shalom, Jake the Hero. There you go. Some get the shade, some get the flame. I like how you put that. Coming along quite well, champ. I like to see things like that. Pay attention to what Bossman said. He said some of y'all gonna get the shade, that's the darkness. And some of y'all gonna get the flame, that's the awake. And the fire's of it. Because you got to learn how this works. A lot of y'all say, I don't want to go to hell. You got to go to hell because you got to get back. You're filthy. And the only way to refine precious metal is with the fire. Like gold or copper. You got to put it in a furnace. You know how that Bible verse say? His feet was like it been in the furnace. Y'all think that mean black. No, it mean his feet was in the furnace. And refined like brand new copper. Like shining yellow and gold. Not black. So, said his hairs was white like wool. It didn't say his hair was like wool. That would mean nothing. It said his hair was white like wool. To let you know this thing got to do with the color. Not texture. Otherwise it would have said it was like wool. It said white like a wool. And so kind of it's talking of the holy substance of life. Only white thing y'all know. That's a liquid that come from self, so to say. Or a self. Jake the Hero said, what would you consider the middle path instead of contributing in the flame of the ship? The place where it's whole. Now, y'all have to become aware. Like I said, y'all are ping pong or pushed around through life as minds or souls into the darkness and back into awake by the light. Until you become aware of that. path of wisdom can't even truly begin. This is where those deep practices like meditations and other things come into play. When one understands the reality that's up against them. And just playing in life, pretending y'all are wise, forgetting I need this wisdom for when I'm in my unconsciousness. See, y'all gonna die and then there ain't gonna be no more physical awake. There's just gonna be the unconsciousness, the abyss. And you got to know how to come up out of that. Like how you came up out of it in the morning. You came up out of it in the physical because the grace of the glory. And this is a thing with you. In the unconsciousness, meaning when y'all die and y'all there for good, while you was alive, you was given all the displays you needed. How many times have y'all woke up? You was given everything you was needed to know how to get out of that darkness. I'm gonna go a little deeper, but hopefully y'all are grasping. He said, don't separate the experience. You are using illusion. Kingdom McElevin said, lukewarm verse blazing. The lizard in the middle of the street always gets the tragic ending. Gotta be sure / pick a side. Think like you down to his physical ideas or ideals. But they don't. Those of y'all that pick sides, and you're trapped on that side. Meaning you limited yourself to half. The Crip limited himself to half. Less than that. He can't even walk up the block no more. He can't do nothing no more. If a cop like him and say, I like you, little buddy, I'm gonna hook you up with this job and make you the boss, he can't take it. Because this nigga put limits on himself. Because like you said, you gotta pick a side. And that's for the weak that ain't strong in themselves. If you were strong in yourself, you say, I gotta pick either side. I'm above both sides, and both sides know not to play with me. I bet you that. You don't know nobody like that in life? You don't know the gangster in the neighborhood where he say, I ain't blood or crip, and I know them niggas better not shoot up nothing while I'm out here. I will smash both sides. Sides is for the weak. Sides is for those trying to save they self, the selfish. The selfish crowd together and pretend like they love each other. That's all a group is. That's all a side is. You gotta grasp that at some point in your life. Learn self the accurate way. There's a strength there. There's a power in wisdom. And see, like how y'all can't fold me? Y'all been trying for 8 years since I started, but y'all can't. So we gonna break this nigga. I don't even know what you talking about. You can't. I can't break because I don't even know what that is. I don't know failure or success. I just know I'm divine, nigga, and I'm the glory, and whatever I do, so it was done. If you missed it, nigga, you missed it. It's like I tell y'all that show. I was mad gangster like how y'all like things to be, but you missed it. I'm older now. You came too late. But there's still glories to see. So you gotta get there. It's a long journey for a lot of y'all. You too mature minded or lesser minded. You got other perspectives. Pressures of the peers thing. Try to grasp. Or the wiser foundation said I have control of my air conditioner, but I like to fly in my dream once I'm at home when I'm pulled in. Shalom, shalom, young man. Let that be your last comment. Truly too young to be here, but you can kick back, learn a thing or two. Said I'm so amazed that it took this long to smoke you out of here that I actually started believing in God. I don't understand what you're saying, boss man. Like I said, there's many forces in life over y'all. Y'all are completely unaware of these deep things in physical, real life. But y'all are aware of all these names and hearsays y'all hear. Y'all know God and Satan, y'all don't, but y'all know the words. But when I say unconsciousness and consciousness, then y'all like ignorant. Can't separate the self from these two things. Even though you blessed with these two things and cursed. Meaning you thrown into the all perspective. I'm gonna say his soul that's awake don't need no rest. So, can't get wise until the mind get fed. Until the emotional state get balanced. I got too much emotion. You get my point? Y'all got too much ego or I. And y'all want to be seen. Before y'all look like anything. You want to be heard before you got anything of any merit to say. And a baby say blah 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 running his mouth, you got nothing to say. So it's like I said, you was born. You had a whole bunch of shit to say before you even knew how to say anything. This you as a baby. God got Google. You have so much to say but don't even know how to say. You want to be seen, so you run around with your diaper off, asshole hanging out. You want to be seen before you even grow into anything to look at. And this is y'all rushing. I'm using that as an example of how you is as a soul. Your mind always chattering before you got anything to say. Y'all listen to all them voices in y'all head, but y'all don't never pick. What voice is yours? Because half the things y'all say y'all heard. In that, do you get my point? Y'all got many voices in y'all head or perspectives, but they ain't yours. Where's yours? And this, most people been lost and they don't even understand what that means. You mean like that? You don't even know yourself. This is why when y'all walk paths of wisdom, y'all will pop up with a new costume on. Man will go wise, and he'll have a turban on. He come with a dashiki on, now he's a new person. Wise man no fake when he see it. You are who you are, and you came from where you came from. But wisdom ain't limited to no place. In that you will look like how you look, and be who you are, period. Meaning you're being fair and balanced in your perspective and in your ways. What does this have to do with the look? A pair of Malcolm X glasses or not? A suit or a dashiki? Nothing. You want to be seen and heard before you have anything to say and anything to be seen. Wise man know his glory is in his nudeness. So he covers himself in whatever he chooses. Usually silks and nice linens because you get my point. When the vessel is beautiful, they have to have beautiful when the vessel is nice, it have to have nice things on it. These things only being coverings of the glory, you know? It's a deep thing. Those that have nice garments, they look disgusting underneath those garments. They let their physical go because they have the nice coverings. Those that don't have that much nice clothes, they like to grease their feet, maybe paint their nails. They ain't got the best shoes, so they make sure that the vessel look as best as they can make that look. But the glory is in both. When you perfect the vessel to the best of your abilities, and then you cover it to the best of your abilities. That's the glory. When you don't forget neither. When you don't forget you a glorious thing. I don't give a fuck if you got on wool right now. I wouldn't care if you was laying on the concrete right now. You got to know I'm a glorious thing, and when I get good and ready, you feel me? The splendor will be seen. And so this most of y'all reality, your mind just low. You think it's about one side or the other. It's not about one side or the other. It's about perfecting the whole. It's not about day or night. It's about the day. It's not about the tide coming in or going out. It's about the force making it happen. The whole. It's like I said in the beginning, sound is twofold. The going out, which is speaking, and the receiving in of the sound, which is hearing. The ears and the mouth is the same thing. The mouth is the exhale, the ears is the inhale. Are the instruments that represent those two things, meaning the ears bring in, the mouth blow out. The mouth is like the ass. Mouth and the ass is, all organs is one thing. Expressions of inhale and exhale are the soul pulsating. So y'all put food in y'all mouth, it come out y'all ass. As soil, of course, because that's where the food came from. Meaning you put a seed in the soil, and then it gave you vegetation and food. You put the food in your belly, and your belly obliged to the laws of nature. So if you receive, you shall give. You say, I don't want to give. Well, you're going to. So this is when y'all end up on the toilet taking the shit. Because man will keep everything he take. Man will eat and never shit if it was up to him, because he want to keep everything he get. And so, first lesson of life. Plant a seed, even the ground got to oblige and give you back food. And if you so take of that food, you got to give back to the soil. And shit is like soil. Good fertilizer for it. And it's a balance between us and the natures of life, the ground. When you walk on it, you're going to be under it. Balance. The inhales and the exhales. The tide. You was here, now you ain't. Living and dying. Like that. It's just a wave that came in. A wave that's going to go out. Always balance. And grasping that balance. Now, can you guys get back, please? I thought I just told you guys I was removing or channeling this shit to give you guys a chance to move on the right accord. And this is for those of y'all that ain't channel members and those of y'all that never get back. You just come here, disturb. Make sure you give back. It's going to determine if I come back. Now, those of y'all that's channel members, I do have, and this is not the rubber to nobody's face. I can't control who's balanced or not. But those of y'all that give back, and some of y'all that are channel members, I have a private section on my website. I'm going to send y'all a link, but y'all have to email upscaleknowledge@gmail.com. Maybe 2 or 3 of y'all I know who you are because you make your presence known. But, the rest of y'all, enlightenment said, I have a question. Why do you think men don't live to 900 years old? Is it because of the food we eat or the water we drink? And do you think it's possible to live that long in today's time? Man don't live to be 900 because man ain't got no balance. If you ain't got no balance, then you fall. And so y'all ain't gonna be living past 30 soon. I mean, y'all don't now. Just look at the rappers y'all love. Some niggas barely make it past 30, but you get it? Try to grasp. Keenan McKeenan said King Solomon didn't ask for money nor riches. He asked for knowledge and wisdom. God gave him everything, including wisdom and good judgment. Wow. God gave him everything, including wisdom and good judgment. King Solomon is David's son. And these are kings. Now you see how you're trying to pull from Holy Scripture to make a point for you to not be fair and balanced. Before you do that, just excuse yourself, because that's when it get low and tacky. You not dumb. I wouldn't care if I was filthy rich. You're going to give back in either works or however you choose, meaning in tithes or works. In any school of wisdom you go to, if they're not making you to be balanced, I don't know what you think you were part of. But life is a balance. This is why some of y'all broken, starving, and eating noodles tonight. While you sitting here dumb talking the shit out of me. And that's why some of y'all eating nice caviar or something expensive. It's because y'all keep overlooking balance and making sure everybody held to it. And so if you come here, it's not much to ask of you to make sure you pay your dues. Give back for the wisdom. If you don't want to, you get my point? We're not gonna have a discussion about it anymore. I don't feel like playing on that. Whatever low you want to be, you be that. You don't never got to play games on little kids' minds or nothing. Life is a balance. You come here, you don't want to be fair and balanced with me because you got emotional problems, cool. But don't start stupid talking. Like there's not little kids in this life that listen. There is no excuse for one being unfair. Y'all are unfair with me. Do you ever see me be unfair with y'all back? No. If you don't pay your tithes, then you will just pay a price. If you keep it where you just pay the price, then you won't have nothing. Simply, you gotta come here and get this wisdom and oblige to balance, not just here, everywhere. Life is not about y'all carrying on being unfair till you die. When was that ever a goal? When was that? What is the point of that? And so please don't come here playing on that. That is disgusting. Outside of that, stop speaking of figures that y'all don't even understand. Like I said, King Solomon and his family was kings last time I checked. That part. He already had money. Couldn't do nothing nice for y'all. Y'all too low. When y'all speak, you get my point? Y'all pathetic. Peace and wisdom, Phoenix. On pause, I take questions. What do you see? What do you think people are doing? Some of y'all kind of come here. Don't ask a question, love. I guess you heard something. Come to me when you ain't got no hearsay in your brain. That way, when you're dealing with me, you don't gotta look stupid. Simple thing to grasp. Shalom, shalom. Bro, take offense. If you did, now you know your worth. You're delicate emotionally. You get all of that shit together. But come here in pure spirit and mind. You come in here into y'all false notations and false narratives. Then you speaking to me along that stupidity. Ain't got time for it. If you heard I was mean, you come back when you heard I was nice. Or I don't come back. If you heard anything, come back when you heard the opposite. That way you have nothing, and then you can just come and, you get my point? Wisdom is not a place for y'all sloppiness. There's no need for y'all to keep carrying on in sloppy fashion like y'all slow. You come to wisdom when you're ready. It's that simple. So a lot of y'all are balanced with me, and y'all do give back. That's why I'm removing the channel membership, because of y'all. I appreciate y'all. I could have been starving all this damn time. And so, you get my point? I could have been having to work a job and teach and write books, and you get it? And so because of y'all, I'm removing the channel membership, because a lot of y'all are channel members. You have some of y'all that's channel members that, you get it? Wouldn't care about being fair, honorable with me. You just pay. And so you get my point? Whoever's extreme, I'm extreme with. And so like I said, if you're a channel member, I do have a private section on my website. Those of y'all that gave back, it's not even about channel members, but those of y'all that gave back, and some of y'all that are channel members, who may have given back when there was no channel membership, and now you're just a channel member. Those of y'all that's just channel members and you keep yourself secret and hidden, you just have to look at you like what you are. It's just business, but I ain't here for business. I'm here for balance and honor. And so, get that through your mind. More than that, you're not going to grasp anything until the mind is fair, until the heart is fair. Other than that, you're going to grasp whatever you say you want to grasp and whatever your heart tell you to grasp. You're feeling angry and mean today, so you get it. You're going to want to grasp whatever you want to grasp. They tearing down Diddy right now. A lot of y'all been beat up by y'all boyfriends and all type of things like that, and so you're overlooking all the dishonor. It's like I said, an unfair person should never be able to make you unfair. He never was fair to begin with. A crooked person's actions should never make you resort to that. Whatever you are, you are. In the same way the liar and the crooked person got the way they fight their battles, you are what you are. And you crush them how you crush them. Your way, with that good truth and that good sturdy balance. It's like I tell you, y'all gonna run out of lies before I run out this truth. Y'all teachers gonna die and go to jail and all other kind of shit before I run out this truth. Some of y'all younger than me, you gonna be dead before me. Before I run out of this truth. Damn sure gonna age faster than me. You don't have to question that. You say, why he look young? Because I'm gonna be here for a while. I got shit to do. You age fast because you don't got nothing to do. You don't need to be here. And so you follow me, make sure you work on your mind, spirit, and body. This is where your youth is. This is where your longevity is. And you take a time out on each. In regards to diet, be balanced and fair in your ways. Don't abuse the plants and don't abuse the animals. Be balanced. Make sure you get some greens and some fruit in you. And make sure you get that other stuff, grain, meat, and all of that. You don't limit yourself to nothing, everything here for self. You just stay balanced and fair in your ways. If you become unfair in your ways, you're going to sin against yourself. You want to eat a bunch of cheeseburgers and no greens, then you want to get what I just said. You want to just eat greens all day and nothing else, you're going to get what I said. Life is balance. It's not about what you choose or what you think is best. It's about everything serve its purpose, and you get my point? You got to get it all. You have to use the restroom. Give me 1 second. Like I said, those of y'all that's balanced, I'll be fair with me. I'm removing the channel membership for y'all. So, those of y'all that ain't, respect those that are here. And you give back for that, if anything. Like I said, you can give back in your works or pay your tithes. But I don't want to be coming in here with, teaching unbalanced people that's not even trying to walk that path. I know if you unfair with me, you horrible. Because I ain't got no connection or dealings with you. I just give you wisdom. You just come here to receive. So I already know you horrible outside of here in your ways. And probably everybody, if I asked them about you that know you would say, like, yeah, they really know. Bro. And so, like, start with that. Everything start with that. Matt Water said, not eating meat is better for your soul. Shalom, shalom. I said what I said. Peace and wisdom. Peace and wisdom, boss man. I like what you said. There you go, Jack the hero. Mac Walter said, you're basically saying killing a little here and killing a little there is better, brother. When you rip the goddamn fruit off, whatever you rip off the ground, you're killing it. Because you respect whatever life you choose. So back to what I said, there's a thing called balance. And when you go on your own dumbass knowing, you're going to lose your balance. So now you speak up the animals getting killed and eaten, but you have no regard to the plant life like it ain't life. Because you say. That part, plants is life. What are you talking about? You see a thing growing, it's alive. You can't pick because you want to say the apple ain't life to me. I can eat that. It got blood and everything else, and flesh and skin and everything else that's an organism got. It's even called an organism. And so that part. Life ain't about y'all fake, goofy, pretend game of goodness. You got death in life here, you better open your goddamn eyes. And shit gonna be killed here. And so you state in your balance, you don't need to take more than you need. And always have that mindset. Simple thing to grasp. Y'all want to alter balance, dumb yourself out all you want. You won't pay for that imbalance. Like I said, whoever a vegan, they gonna pay for that. Whoever just eat meat, they gonna pay for that. And whoever live any other imbalances, they come to learn when they do. So, Mac Walter, you don't need to come in and promote whatever you eat. Whatever you eat, come out your ass. And your ass ain't where the wisdom is. And so, let it be. Genuine for stupid, dumb talk. It ain't for manipulation talk. Overall, people can eat what they want. And a person got enough brain to know when they eating something and it's starting to make them sick. If they stop or not, it's on them. And so all the stupid little kid talk, don't bring it to my channel. Y'all following these little kid groups where y'all think it's deep in wisdom. Y'all just ain't got nothing to talk about and dump y'allself out. To where y'all trying to bully people on what to eat. I'm grown. I've been here longer than you. That part. I know how this go. So before you start telling me diet, make sure you as healthy as me. And make sure you at least close to my age. Because y'all will be half my age, sloppy and sick, pumping diets. If you sick, I'm sure you got the sick man's diet. Which is grazing the grass like the buffalo. But if you ain't sick, meaning you ain't lost your balances and was greedy in no way, you enjoy all the fruits of the land. Simple thing to grasp. Let you go in a minute, Mac Walter, you're blabbering. Once you speak past a point made, that's the beginnings of stupidity. This is the beginnings of you playing your game with me where you feel like, I gotta prove something to him. You can slide out. Once a point made, a point made. You got a thing called balance. You heard of it before. Stop acting like you're dumb. Simple thing to grasp. Outside of that, stop trying to convince me anything unless you're telling me you're wiser than me. This is not a game of ego. If you wiser than me in your heart, then you step up and you show me. If you know you ain't, then you shut up. I already told you what diet is. Everything starts with balance. That's the only law in life. You don't want to follow that? You don't need to be here. Everything here gonna deal with that. And you're gonna be held to that. So, he said once you only eat plants, you lose all your logic. He said in my heart I'm wiser than you. So when you wanna come on my channel, I'm sure everybody wanna see this. He said I can prove your balance right now if you don't block me. What time you wanna come on my channel? Stop playing games with yourself. Start with the first truth. You hidden. He said we could do it today. We could do it right now. I'm already on. That part. If you don't get embarrassed, I'm gonna make it rough too. It's gonna hurt. He said tomorrow at 3. Ain't no games here, champ. When you done playing with yourself, whenever you ready to get embarrassed, you can come on and this nigga got rules. How about today? How about tomorrow at 3? How about any waking moment in life? I'm always ready. Right now, tomorrow, 5 hours from now, 10 years from now. Niggas be smart on schedule. I'm always smart. I don't need no preparation. What do you need preparation for if you wise already? That part. Think wisdom was script. You gotta get prepared. You can go get anybody you know that's wise. I'm ready right now. Anybody. It wouldn't matter who it is. Like I told you, nigga, I'm ready right now. In an hour. Tomorrow. You won't get out of it with me. I'm a different kind of monster. You think talk gonna save me? How about tomorrow at 5? How about any day ever in life, nigga? Even when you die, I'll be there. You ready? That part. You locked in forever. That's how it go in life. Tides go in, tides come out. Thoughts get forgotten and ideas get found. And you challenge the wise one, and you won't be held to that challenge till you die. And when you die, your soul still charged to it. Meaning you gonna be stuck till you see me and get what you get. You think that's a joke? You spoke it out your mouth, out your heart, out your mind, like you said. I really truly believe I'm wiser than you. You're gonna get held to that till you have no existence no more, and you can run from it for however long you want. Now I'm ready now. In an hour. Tomorrow at 5. 10 years from now, when you get a little wiser, you could go get your buddies to help you. It's all mine. I don't need no help. You can go get as many mouths as you need. You're gonna lose. And don't ever challenge me again if you ain't ready in the spot. Don't disrespect yourself or me. That's real talk, champ. You're not dealing with no kid. You're dealing with somebody that's really wise. Once you step up, you step up. You don't halfway step up. And you remember that in anything you do in life. Because in real life, you may be headed. Don't never half-ass yourself. Once you commit, commit. And you just take your death if you got to. But you commit. Other than that, you get my point? Hopefully you grasp. Said I'm ready right now. Drop the link in the comments. I'll do it when you ready now at 5. I'm saying that because I don't want to waste my time. You already seem like you retarded. I don't want to stop this video to start a live together video and give you play. That's why I'm saying that. I gotta end this video and start a new stream and put live together and send you the link. Don't disrespect my subscribers or me and make me do that. And if you get my point, you playing. I'll leave it on my subscribers. Y'all want me to dust this fool? Do y'all want me to dust this little kid? Watch when he come up on screen, he's gonna be a kid. How old are you? How old are you? To all my subscribers and whoever's in here, do you want to see me dust this kid off in wisdom, or do you want to see me get back to what I was explaining? If they say yeah, I'ma dust you right now. Smoke this Hemi head. Salam, shalom, champ. Email me right now. When you do, they gonna hear it come through. I'ma send you the link, and this shit gonna be a 5-minute thing. He said, let me dust you with this wisdom. Email me. He said, send me the link. Send you the link where? Champ, you got 5 minutes. You got 3 minutes. upscaleknowledge@gmail.com. Email me. You don't have to email nothing. Just email me. So I have somewhere to send a link. He think he's somebody. Well, I think he a star already. He said send a link. Nobody know who you are. I'm hoping you ain't a bot. Somebody check if he a real person, please. If one of y'all don't mind, check if he not a bot. Because playing like he's stupid too long. And I'm going to get annoyed. He have to email me, otherwise how I'm going to send him a link? You get my point? Send you the link where? That part. I wanted to go directly to you so you could come directly on my channel. But can one of y'all check to make sure he a real person? Y'all have to remember, you do have people that come in here, they be desperate for me to abandon. You get my point? They come in here doing dumb shit, they be desperate for me to end the stream. So, and he carrying on, it don't take that long to email me. Everybody will hear it come through. I said, okay, I emailed you. What's your email? Let's make this simple. Don't waste my time either. Torian Howard. Smoking, or I'm gonna see him and get yeah, I'm not gonna see him and y'all gonna see him and we gonna all get life. I don't wanna waste my time dusting off somebody y'all already know I'm gonna dust off. That shit's beneath me. That's why I asked him how old are you? I already know you got hella ego, because anybody been watching this video can clearly see why Solace on a whole nother level. Blood is truly deep. Got to be a kid. Challenging it. Eat a bot, bro. Don't do it. You sure? Some of y'all check too. Make sure he not a bot. Y'all be getting Solace wired up. See you playing games now. I ain't wired up. I'm trying to show y'all how this go, man. Y'all live in the times when people be fake wise and fake playing. Wise men don't need no preparation for what? It's got to do with mine. Like coming in and blabber all the hearsay you want. You can blabber all the book things you want. It ain't gonna save you. I'm crying. You sure he a bot? Because I'm ready. About to dust this boy off. It's my pleasure. I ain't like these other people. Famous us wise men, they only like to talk to the wise or whoever they construct it, you know. They make their own reality. They pick who they debate. They debate whoever gonna make them look good. I ain't like that, champ. You could be a whole nobody. I discourse with the wise and the bottom of the barrel in any kind of way you want. You want to learn? I'll hold discourse with you. You want to compete? I'll smash you in 3 seconds. The same with the wise. I'll hold discourse with you. It could be positive however you want it to be. You're going to lose as fast as the dumb nigga. It's a sides thing. Dumb and wise. Got nothing to do with sides. We're above those things. And so if you follow me, hopefully you get there at some point. He said he play hockey. My people saying don't deal with you. You look like a whole geek. Like a young geek. I want to blow him off. I don't want to bust it. I ain't big on kids. Like, it's good y'all have confidence. You get a little older, I dust you off. I'm old school. I ain't here to dust off kids and women. It's beneath me, but you keep pulling for it. And telling me to leave you alone. But if you don't, did he ever send his email? Email is upscaleknowledge@gmail.com, champ. They said leave you alone and don't even waste my time with you. Still. These other days. No women, no children. There you go, champ. I don't believe in no women, no children. They get my respect until they don't want it. The kid think he a grown ass man. I guess he don't want my respect no more. And we can clash like grown ass men. The same with a woman. Yeah, but a courtesy, I don't be ice grilling chicks and acting hard and tough with them. That shit beneath me. But if she say she a whole dude, get my point? If she a whole dude, got to do what we got to do, you feel me? They said not deal with you, you a bozo, champ. I'm about to get back to this wisdom, but I have to use the restroom. More than anything, everybody that's here, they know you want to be seen. You get my point? You're a little kid, you want to be seen. When you come to my channel, and let's say you are somebody that give back, you pay your dues, maybe you are shop here and there. Even if you don't ever gotta embarrass yourself to get attention here. If you're young and you got a talent or something you want to display or you just want to be seen, you can just come on my channel. Say, hi, Mr. Salas, I'm a fan or whatever. You can come on my channel, play your flute, whatever you do. I'll give you 5 minutes for that. And that's for any of y'all. You don't never gotta, you get it? Y'all in them times where y'all will like belittle yourselves and do all kind of, you get my point? Dumb shit and sell yourselves out just for a moment of attention. You ain't never got to do that here. to this deep knowledge of self. Playing with these babies, wasting my time. Still running his mouth. So I was saying what I was saying, and it was the other way around. You keep riding it. Y'all need to reach my brain. At Walter. Keep it together, champ. Don't insult nobody here if they ain't insult you. And that's how any debate go. Whoever right, they right. Once you get the insult, you done. You butt hurt when you finished. Some wisdom, J-Hole. I'm gonna be sending you a link to private little section on my website. I'm ending the channel membership, you know, because of people like you that give back and, you know, join the channel. The videos will be up for free. Just clock in whenever you do them. Try to fix it by July 1st. And like I said, my post and pre-recorded videos gonna go directly to my website from, you know, today on. So those of y'all that's channel members, y'all on, you know, receiving. Make sure y'all pay y'all dues on y'all loan next month. I'm not worried about y'all. And that, I have y'all all in one spot. If you need it, I can just kind of go there. Get your emotional state together. You're blabbering too much. You know my point? You didn't email me, you just in here blabbering. And so, if I see you in my email, maybe you get a shot tonight or tomorrow to embarrass yourself. Outside of that, come here for wisdom. That's the main thing. I'm saying that because you're getting too lost into the competition stuff beneath me. You need me to get a moment of attention or some shit. So, wisdom ain't got nothing to do with competition. Wisdom got to do with if I said something wrong and you wanna get into that. Wisdom don't got to do with I wanna show I'm wiser than you, you know what? So you was gonna get embarrassed beyond what you could fathom. Because you already started wrong. Champ. They said you were wasting my time. Here's your spotlight there. They clicked on your channel, they said you were geek. They rather me just continue. And me talking to you is a waste of my time, but you get it? It's a thing called courtesy. Stop getting lost on courtesy. You're just a little kid in that way. You get my point? And forgetting you're not needed. Nobody believe you wiser than me. Just you do. See how your ego getting way out of there? You actually think others believe. Nobody even wants to see you. So why do you care what your fans say? I don't have fans. I have people that come here to learn. Let it sink in your head. You're not here to learn. So I leave it up to them. That's why it matters what they say. If they say finish teaching, we don't care about this bum loser. Do you get it? You don't finish with them. Like I said. And it's not a doubt in my mind if you're wiser than me or not. You a little kid, I can tell from the way you type it. Nothing was said wrong. So what you going? That part, you don't even know what you're going to talk about. You just want to be seen. What you want to debate about? Start there. See what you say. Wasting my time. I'm just trying to get a little kid a little attention. He actually God duty. He don't get it. You in a whole different place. You're not in the goof bag place where you like a goof bag young kid in the daytime desperate for attention. People on here got a mind to know if you wise or not. 3, 4 people in here have to let dust you off with the wisdom. Just wisdom, no arguing with you. They'll just dust you off. I got students in here that'll dust you. I'm just not that type of teacher that put my students in the line of fire. They ain't gotta worry about it. Same when I'm my rape thing. You know how dudes be teaching people how to fight and they be like, you could fight my student. I don't do that to my students. You ain't gotta do shit. You can kick back. I'm gonna fuck this nigga up myself. If he called you up, then I would have said, like, go ahead and fuck him up, because he want to fight me. I'm not going to be like, well, you can fight my students first. No, you didn't ask for them. You stupid enough to have asked for me, so that's what you get. You don't throw nobody under the bus over here. You want that work, you can get it. I'm a different kind of boss. And I move my own product, it won't matter. I won't tell you to do nothing I won't do. And you ain't got to fight for me, I got my own shit. Niggas jump me. I'm looking at you like, what's up? So grass. Peace and wisdom, Big Johnsons. And I'm gonna let you just kick back, Mac Walter. I'll give you a shot one day. Right now, you're too desperate. And that you're gonna embarrass yourself beyond. Make sure you got a nice shirt. It could be a white t-shirt, but make sure you get it. Because y'all be coming on my end. Like he got collared up, he's so desperate, he coming on my channel, desperate to debate y'all. Sloppy, they ain't gonna work. Your shirt all crumpled up, your mind is. You forgot to pull one side of your collar down, I know like it's mine. It's mine all flippy like that. And a detail now. When you get clairvoyance, when you reach that state of clairvoyancy, you notice every little detail now. Nothing needs to be overlooked. It said about you being unfair in your ways and about the diet. Champ. You can't come receive from somebody and then think you're going to make a point that they unfair. I took something from you. That part. You here receiving. You want to share my light, and you telling me you want to have a debate with me about my being unfair. Maybe one of y'all can explain to him just how stupid he made himself look. That would have been the end of the debate right there. You did something for me? No. You come to my channel to get wisdom? Yeah. Then how you gonna make a point that I'm unfair? But you gonna make somebody else point? How you gonna do that? Last time I checked, I wasn't unfair with nobody. I don't even get how y'all can get y'all mouth. And so, you dumbed out, champ. Said you're assuming that I'm receiving from you is where you are wrong. He's a clown. Get him out of here. Way too much ego. If any of you ever want to debate with me about my being balanced, that part. Make sure you ain't here as a dodo bird. Make sure that's cool. I ain't trying to get pissed off. Meaning I ain't trying to have a debate with a motherfucker that's on my channel that never get back and then actually want to debate me about what fair is. Don't have a debate with me where I'm gonna take offense. It's basically what I'm saying. Don't step on my shoe and be like, I want to have a debate with you about how I didn't step on your foot. I don't want to have a debate with nobody where I get to the point where I want to punch you in your face. You follow? And I'm sure y'all the same way. Y'all do what y'all do when niggas ain't fair with you and you say ain't no big deal, then the nigga wanna have a debate with you about you not being fair. Well, that's where I draw the line. Can you get my point? Please slide out of here and never come back again. Your brain is scrambled out. Peace and wisdom, J.R. It's true. If nigga's shirt messed up, you got to know his mind messed up. I ain't talking about a stain or two on it. I'm talking crumbled all up and you ever see somebody, they buttons is all wrong? I didn't notice that. I mean, they ain't got no self-awareness. Person ain't got no self-awareness. Can you get my point? I already know what you're dealing with, a judgmental person. Because anybody that's aware of themselves, do you follow? Focused on their actions too much to ever get lost in, trying to figure out somebody else. They already live a certain moral conduct. Be self-aware and don't judge nobody. I'll know them when I know them. When I meet them, I'll know them. Until then, I don't need to put no judgment. No material judgment where I'm judging them by their materials or what materials they lack. No judgment. You will meet a person when you meet him. You just be fair and balanced, and that's that. And there's nothing else to talk about or try to convince or talk over these things. Once you play dumb like you don't know what fear is, I'm more than likely going to block you off. You get my point? Judge and be judged. These things, these quotes have to do with self. If you judge people, you're going to start judging yourself. Meaning people that judge others, they already critique their self in mind. When I say be self-aware, I mean of your actions and how you are. You see how he don't give back or he not fair in no way, but the nigga want to have a debate about it. And we all know, well, you don't measure up to that. You ain't even fair here. Like that, when you don't have no self-awareness. Like how a lot of y'all are today. You'll be fat and you'll be body shaming. I don't mean self-aware where you notice everything wrong with yourself. That's a mental problem. And this is how judgmental people are. When you see a person judging people in that way, you got to grasp it already crossed their mind. If you see somebody insulting somebody's looks, they probably look at they self ugly. And that, do you get it? They passing that on. When you stop judging other people and get to know people, I suppose you'll do the same with self. Meaning you won't be judging self. You'll just be self-aware of your morals and how you conduct yourself. And that's all that matters. Jake the Hero said, for anyone watching, this is why you need to consume animal fat. It's what you're made of. Now, hopefully no one's listening to you. Hopefully those of y'all that tune in here, you grasp what I said about balance. If you like to just eat vegetables, have fun. Remember what I said? If you like to just eat meat all day, do you. Just remember what I said. In regards to here, what going your mouth ain't my business. Wisdom ain't about manipulating you to live this way or that way. You have to be fair and balanced in your ways, and that's that. And once you start doing that, your mind will open up and you will know the way. If you lost on diet and you like, I think we should be vegans, and you like, we should be meat eaters. Y'all are just two people lost in duality. And hopefully y'all find y'all way. And that's that. Outside of that, and the mind show you that. Meaning when y'all carry on one side or the other, to the point where you're trying to manipulate others, I know your mind is deeply, you get it? Lost there. It ain't just a matter of you promoting. You like, I'll be damn near about to have a heart attack. You get it? You're trying to convince people to be vegans and meat eaters to the point where y'all about to have a stroke. Life is a balance. You're going to be disturbing your nature until you find it. This is where those of y'all that like to pick sides are. You're lost in whatever aspect of the duality you want. It mean you lost in your ego. That's how that happened. You you got sides. You pick whatever side you want, but what does that matter? And that's everybody in life. They pick whatever side they want. And because they pick whatever they want, then they say that's right. It ain't right just because you pick whatever side you want. It's right because it's right. It's right when it's fair. And so hopefully most of y'all grasp because y'all help to keep the imbalances going. All of y'all that's lost in the gangs and different groups, I don't care if you're in a religious group, you help to keep things separated. If you lost a little kid that's a blood and a little kid that's a crip, they can't hang out. They groups make for that. If you remove the gang, meaning the name of the gang and the ideals of the gang, then a little blood boy who got the crip cousin, they can start hanging out again. And so it's the same in anything you could think of. The Pan-Africans and the Hebrew Israelites. If you remove the names and the ideals they live by that they argue about all day like dum-dums, then the Pan-African and the Hebrew Israelite is the same thing. And so y'all help to bring about our separation. Whether you a panhead monkey, a bum Hebrew Israelite. I'm not calling y'all bums because I want y'all to be in the book and say the Hebrew Israelites was bums. They was wandering in the desert for 40 years. They were slaves in Egypt before that. These niggas don't never listen to God. They the lowest thing in the earth. Like I said, they was wandering in the desert homeless for 40 years. Having hot homosexual sex under the desert sun like Alistair Crowley. Somehow one of you black people read that book and you said, I found it. This is who we are. And that's when I signed out. I said, nigga done lost his mind. And nigga picked the worst shit he read. These people are complete assholes. These Hebrew Israelites from that book. These people are low. If you read the book, how'd you miss that part? The book tell you they was low. These people completely against God. They don't listen to God any chance they get. These Hebrews. And they homeless and bums. And a homeland. Somehow a black person read that and said, that sounds like my people. No, we don't. Black people from North America, that country. And we still here like we've been here before colonizers came. So I don't know what you're talking about. You say like, no, the Hebrews sound like us. How? What part? Because I ain't no bum. So I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. I ain't no bum. I wasn't wandering in the hot desert for 40 years. And neither was my ancestors. And they damn sure wasn't having hot homosexual sun in the desert like Alistair Crowley. Salam. Hopefully you grasp. Hopefully if you were Hebrew Israelites, you grasp. Like I said, I ain't calling y'all bums because I want y'all to be. Y'all want to be. The books speak about them people as bums and niggas that don't listen to God. And somehow y'all say like, yeah, that sound like us. And then when I look at y'all, have on all that recycled leather. You know, y'all uniforms. Y'all have on an apron to be leather, but that shit will look like the top of a Timberland. You know the leather part, the barrel of a Timberland? Rip that part off and sold that to a basketball. Just a basketball leather. A tire. Just scraps and just sew that shit together. Make y'all Hebrew costumes. Y'all stand on the corner. Y'all be like, read! Be like, look at this wretchedness. I drapes mine in linens, silk shirts. These niggas got y'all in old basketball leather. Old Timberland boot material. I know if you a Hebrew right now, you gonna get sellers. signed up to be a bum. You ain't got to hate on me. If you a Hebrew and you starving right now, you like, man, I just can't seem to get no food on my table. But the Lord, my shepherd, you signed up for that. It's called manifestation. You said I'm these bum people from this book I read, so now you the bum from the book. And you hold the morals of the bums now. You say we not supposed to wear nice things and have materials like the wealthy people because that's evil. You see my point? And everybody in life supposed to have access to all the glories, whether it was robbed of them or not. But how does the mind get robbed of that? How does the mind decide you don't have the poor people in life and the rich people, and I am want to be the poor? You could get robbed of your wealth, but how your mind go there, where you think there's some glory in you running around in rags and shit. If that's all you got, that's all you got. But how the mind get there to where you think that's what you deserve only? They're not more conscious. They teach poverty, how to be a lesser for no reason. That part. How about we remove all the poor shit so that ain't nothing we can have but the wealth? How about we remove the imbalances and unfairnesses so then that all we can have is the wealth? They think it's some glory because we live in a system where they rob us of the land and the resources of it, that it's their duty to be a bum now and promote that. First Hebrew you see get rich, this nigga gonna abandon his morals just like Polite abandoned his morals as soon as he went to Hollywood. Get real, niggas all crazy. There you go, King Mech 11. The Matrix is what you make of it, and most of y'all have adopted poverty. That part. You see somebody with expensive shoes on and you don't have those shoes on. You think defending your poverty and saying they shouldn't have that, that's not right. You think that do something, that keep you poor. Why you don't deserve what they got and everybody else? Why not? Why everybody need to look like you, a bum? You got the duality. Those running around dusty, defending where they fall, and those that got a lot, defending where they fall. Now, if you somebody that ain't got shit, why you want to embody that in your mind? How you forget you deserve and you should have access to everything that the next person got? You was born into this glorious life, not for nothing. How you let your mind convince you, no, I have to be a bum and a nobody and everybody else can have fun, and when I die, I'll give my gifts then. Are you fucking stupid? When you fair and balanced and you live a moral life, you supposed to get your treasures now and later. Again, balance. We ain't talking extremes. And so the person that's bummed out on their side of the duality, you get my point, they can get lost in their extreme. The person that's on the extreme side of the wealth, they gonna get lost on the extreme. Some of y'all that's poor, you better stop defending that shit. Ain't nothing wrong with being poor, as long as you remember you deserve everything. Can't nobody belittle you and tell you poor when you feel like you gotta defend it and be like, no, you're supposed to be poor. Blood, I'm poor right now. Everybody was poor at some fucking point in time, and fuck you, nigga. The same way you got shit, one day I'ma have some shit. And you tell them just like that and keep it pushing. Don't let nobody rob you of your wealth, of mine, and what you should deserve. This is how y'all be running around here picking from the low things. chick now, she ain't got no security. She picking from the niggas that beat her ass and shit. That's how that happened. And so y'all need to get y'all minds right and make sure y'all know, like, no, I deserve everything as long as I'm fair and balanced in my ways. When you fair and balanced in your ways, there's a no that come with that. You say, nah, hold up. I ain't supposed to have no hardship. And so you won't. You will have what your brain say. And so hopefully some of y'all that follow me, you grasp that and you start living a balanced life. Stop shortchanging yourself. Simple thing to grasp. You live balanced. When you get there, you'll see like you good. You know extremes in balances, but you're gonna be clear that you good. More than good. Keep your balance. To the rest of y'all, enjoy your bum while somebody else in your group get rich, because that's what that got to do with it. When you find them circles of niggas parading around promoting bumming poverty, there's somebody amongst the group that's exploiting them all. That part. You need an example? Motherfucker, any Christian pastor will tell you money is evil, and that nigga got all of it. You follow? The people evil when they ain't got no balance. That's that. Kingdom Mac 11. You don't need movies to grasp. Before that movie, The Matrix, came out, so I suppose you would have been stupid. Don't take offense, but just put that in mind. And keep pumping The Matrix like that make you sound smart. That make you sound like the dumb person that be getting lost online. And the dumb talks on it. Before that movie, The Matrix, you got that word from that movie, not from before it. Lost in TV a little bit too much, but in your time, you kind of grasp. In wise environments, it's just reality. You can't make no points with movies. I know you seen niggas online debating Matrix, but you can't make no point in reality with movies. Or a book, or the radio, or any other hearsay device. Hopefully y'all grasp. Peace and wisdom was a foundation. Sorry, now we said Moses didn't get in because his clothes was rented. When you're dealing with the glory, the wholeness, no filth allowed. If I'm clean and glorious and the man next to me clean and glorious, how you coming and getting in the line dirty? You can't clean yourself off? Like that. How you coming before God filthy? Like you couldn't take out the time. Let's see, a mind thing and a perspective of self. How I look looking dusty, and I am a representative of a glorious thing. I ain't got time to iron my shirt or nothing, huh? Like that. You can always be clean. We ain't talking names. We talking clean. We talking knowing fabrics, things that make you itch and things that don't. That part. And so, get that bummy shit out your mind. Y'all gonna fall into hardships. Everybody is. And you ain't gonna be looking your best. And this is precious to milk to make the diamond you are grow. But don't never get lost in your lows. You could have got lost in your highs if that's the case. Meaning you was that motherfucking nigga and you fell off. You could have just stayed lost and you that nigga. How you fall low, then get lost in the lows now where you defending the lows. Because you view yourself as that low. So you're going to defend that low state you in. Whenever you fall low, don't love struggling. It ain't nothing to love about it. This is not a joke. This is real talk now. Whenever you follow your lows and you find yourself defending it, that means you view self. You're not going to defend what you don't view yourself as. Let's say your shoes ain't up to par. Niggas is out here wearing $30,000 shoes. I wouldn't recommend none of y'all do no dumb shit like that. But we making a point. You got dudes out here wearing $30,000 shoes. You can't afford that. You don't ever need to defend that you can't afford that. It ain't nothing wrong in you saying, I ain't there yet and I can't afford that. And even when I get there, maybe I don't even want that. But my poverty is just my pressures in the moment, and it's a part of my growth. And you rebuke their filthiness, because that's how you become the defender of a thing. When you let people abuse you and tease you of where you at. Next thing you know, you start defending it. Next thing you know, in your mind, you're there longer than you need be. This is how a person have hardship, and then they stay in it year after year. And people abusing them to the point where they feel like I gotta defend it now. No, I ain't poor. It's about being poor. Don't ever let that happen to you. It ain't nothing to acknowledge being poor. The same way a nigga think he all like us, he rich. You more if you could stand on your poverty. Meaning if you could keep your head high and nigga could see clean in your eyes, I wouldn't give a fuck if you got more than me. You not better than me. There's teachers and there's all. I'm not the most famous or wealthy person, y'all know. I'm not even either famous or wealthy. But who you know more glorious? Where you have to wonder, like, I don't know if he is or not. I'm telling you I am. I just got a splendor. And where even the wealthy nigga come before me and the nigga look like he feel like he don't measure up. And it's because my worth ain't in materials. My worth is what I stand on. I'm the wisest man alive. That's a glorious thing. I stand on that. That's real. And that I don't need nothing. What I need. When you got a talent and you got a self-worth, you don't need nothing. And whatever you have, it ain't gonna be the nothing shit though. You get my point? Everybody gonna have materials. Everybody gonna have couplings. When you get to a place where you know whatever the best is in life, I'm supposed to have it. Not above the next person, but I'm supposed to have it. And everybody supposed to have their shares of everything, but you can't be responsible for everybody. All you could be is responsible for your own self and your own mind. And so you make sure your mind is always groomed. I deserve it. You don't deserve no extremes if you got it in the mind. I need to have a 10-room mansion. You gonna fail. You deserve to have a nice roof over your head of your choice. If it's extreme, then you lost me there. But you deserve that. And you deserve to live in a nice environment of your choosing. And your kids deserve to have all the toys that's made until they get tired of toys like the next rich kid. Whether they got it or not, that's what they deserve. To play theyself out like the next person is the quickest way for somebody to evolve. Just drown them out and shit. You get it? You want somebody to get over their drinking problem, just drown them out in it. To where they say, I ain't never gonna drink again. Almost died. Chick is a prostitute, she like to have sex all the time, drown her out in it. Or let niggas power drop her to where she don't want dick ever again anymore. Say that wasn't fun. Yeah, I know. This is what hell is about. Extremes. Till you done with it. You can say, I went to hell in my near-death experience and I was getting raped. Yeah, because you were perfect. And when you leave here, you ain't gonna want no pussy no more. Ever again. Because the pussy you gonna get here gonna be a man and it's gonna fuck you until you don't want to get fucked no more and then fuck you some more. And you ain't gonna be able to die or escape it. You just gonna get fucked all day. Until your mind is done with that. That's why you're supposed to come to terms with things for you pass on. Part ways with the physical things. It's okay to have materials. Don't become attached to them. A man don't need to die with nothing. You see how y'all leave a will because y'all don't know when y'all about to die, but y'all do know when y'all getting old and the shit feeling weird. Y'all can give all y'all shit away then. And just disappear. Remember how I told y'all I'ma die? Motherfuckers gonna see me and receive, and then be like, where he went. At some point, you'll realize, I think this nigga died, but nobody said anything. Okay. Wise men don't die, they just disappear. I belong to the life, nigga. You don't need to keep track of me. You don't need to put me in no coffin. And so this shit go deep. I got to use the restroom again. I apologize. Make sure y'all get that. I disrespect you. Oh yeah, and another thing. If you're drunk and drugged out, I'm sorry, I forgot to tell y'all I was that. If you're drunk and drugged out, you better remember who you was before that. I'm serious, y'all better stop letting motherfuckers make y'all low when you defending it, because then y'all be coming here with that bum shit. But nobody need to be pushing bum off on nobody. Like I said, the earth produced more resources than any of us can use. More gold, diamonds, tree wood, anything you purchase from the store, more resources of those things is produced than any of us can have. And so when I say everybody's supposed to come into this life, into wealth, you better not never lose sight of that just because you're being robbed of it. To where you think there's a poor side and a wealthy side. There's a system, and in that system, yeah, you got the poor and the wealthy. And all I can say is I hope the poor don't fall into that. A nigga could starve you out or do anything to you. You gotta remember who you is. If a nigga forcing it on you, it ain't real. I'ma say it again. If a nigga forcing it on you, whatever hardship you got ain't real. It's being forced on you. And it's being forced on you because if it wasn't, do you get it? And y'all better start looking at every little thing in this city that's imbalanced and unfair because it fall on us. While y'all overlooking unfair, the pinnacles of unfairness is the life we gotta live in these cities where they making us work so we can buy food and shit that grow off the ground for free. Got us competing with each other with our lives just so we can make it better. It ain't about that. It ain't about you competing with the next nigga so maybe you get a chance. Everybody supposed to have a chance. Everybody supposed to come here and get paid. It's enough space on this planet for every baby, dog, animal, whatever you could think of. In regards to people, it's enough room on this planet for every person to get their own 10 acres. You could Google how big is the terrain of Earth. That's the ground. So you separate the oceans. And you do your multiplication. You say it's 6 billion people here. And you'll see like, damn, it's enough room for even newborn babies to have their own 10 acres. Of course they can't, but you get it. And that you know every 10 acres got its resources on it. It's trees, everything for you to build, make clothing. Like I showed y'all in my book, clothing is made from the vegetation. So niggas been abusing the vegetation way before they was abusing animals. And a silk shirt come from a plant. A cotton shirt come from a plant. That part. The fibers in the plant. You know, when you break it and you see those little stringy things, those are spun in the thread. That's thread. It's dyed or whatever, but you get it. And that's the old way of making clothes. You got your thread, you weave it into a fabric, whatever fabric the plant you taking it from. And then you got different plants, they produce different fabric. Banana plants, they produce like a silk fiber. Meaning, banana tree make like a silk type of texture. You don't have just one type of silk. You don't have no one type of nothing. But these different plants we have on this plant, they all have their fibers inside, and their fibers make for all the textures y'all know of in regards to clothing. And of course, you have animal hides as well. This is when you get down and dirty. But before that, you get it. The plants was eaten, used for clothing, and a bunch of other things you could think of like heat, gas. And so, life is a balance. This is why y'all can barely breathe now. Oxygen comes from the plants, and they're strong. And so, kind of grass, however low it get for you, don't never put that in your mind, and don't surround yourself with people like that. So when you start judging people that got more than you, like there's something wrong with them. They your help, if anything, if you could reach them and let them understand balance. If you poor, you need to have that mindset. I need to be making sure every fucking rich person in this life understand balance. Otherwise, I ain't gonna get my share. And that's how I teach. If I don't get y'all to grasp balance, I ain't gonna get my share. And so, you get my point? Y'all need to get to y'all works, meaning be balanced in your own ways. That way you could demand it. That nigga's gonna be low out here. Some wisdom, everybody gonna grow at different stages. It ain't about looking down on those that you grow faster with. It's about helping to bring them along. You see how I'm helping to bring y'all along? I could just say fuck y'all and exploit y'all. I'm sure you got a mind to know I could have just did this whole thing different. Took my wisdom and exploited y'all brains completely out, and don't come to y'all as an equal and a regular person. I come amongst the public. The motherfuckers in New York see me in real life. I make sure I'm seen and I'm amongst the public. But I could have played this shit a whole different way and came like I was higher than life and you niggas would all believed it. I could have played on all y'all goofy ideals and dressed up and pretend like I'm a vegan and any other dumb ideals y'all have. It's about balance. I don't want myself to have a lot and nobody else have nothing everybody deserves. I can only be responsible for me in my mind. And so I know in my mind, I don't care where I'm at in life ever. When I started, I was fucked up. I was handicapped and I was on workers' comp and this shit didn't even come through yet. And I'm starving waiting on it. No help. I was teaching during that time, meaning I was giving up myself. I'm still glorious, I still got a mind, and I'm still who I am. No fly, nothing needed, nothing needed. My motherfucking visuals wasn't even up to par. Meaning my recordings wasn't even up to par, but that don't matter, nigga still tuned in. You get it? And it's all on how your mind view you. Materials and none of that shit don't make you. You make those things, and you deserve everything everybody else deserves. But you can't forget them things don't make you. And if they make you, then you ain't shit. If the car make you feel like you somebody, you ain't shit. You get my point? Nothing should make you feel like you something. You're supposed to already feel like something. And so them things that you do get should just be things that you feel like, no, I deserve them. Just like the next person. Not things you get into belittle others or make others feel like nothing. You get something, you let the motherfucker that, oh man, I was right where you was at, man. It's gonna be better. Fix your mind and know you deserve everything everybody else do. And to clean up whatever little flaws you got with you that might be creating poverty for you. And move forward. Some of y'all got material items that reflect poverty. It reflects your holding on to any little thing you can get. You don't need no bum shit because you're not no bum. And you don't need nothing. So you definitely don't need the bum shit. Look at it like that. You glorious, you don't need nothing. But you definitely don't need the poverty shit. You get it? And you start there. Start removing. Y'all got a whole bunch of shit that ain't even needed. Get all that shit out of here. It's a reflection of your poverty. And you're being lost in materials on the wrong side of things. Wealthy people don't care about the materials they get. They waste them and throw them away and give them away. And you get it? You get there. You don't need no bum shit. You don't need to hold on to nothing because you wealthy. And you parade around in that way, not in the ego. And you really feeling like, no, I'm worthy. That rich nigga got that dope shit and you got a desire for it, you deserve it too. Maybe when you get there, you don't even want it no more. Maybe when you get a sense of self, and you realize how great you are, you say, I really don't need anything. People love me regardless. How I pull up or walk up. And you keep yourself neat, because you. And you keep your vessel clean and you keep up with your vessel and don't let it get all tacky. Inside and out. Wake up, do your stretches, your small little workout, get the blood working, you get it? And you keep your vessel up apart and you take a time out on your mind every day. And you take the time out to be aware of your emotional state. And you get to fixing it when you need it. And you get to removing yourself from environments where they weighing on you up, you get it? Meaning y'all get lost on dumb talk online and then y'all be coming here thinking I'm with that. I ain't with none of that. I live a certain life. And it start with balance, period. I don't take nothing from nobody and don't balance that thing out. That's not to say nobody can't get help. Help is a one-time, two-time thing. Once you going beyond that, your ass is a user. You follow? And a lot of people don't get held to that. It don't matter if you poor. You the main one that shouldn't be unfair. Because the system we live in is working against the poor. And so, try to grasp. Peace and wisdom. Maybe y'all deep wisdom, y'all in the chat arguing. But hopefully y'all grasp that. I'm about to depart. I have to eat. It's my supper time. Like I said, channel members, y'all don't have to worry about the membership no more. Just get back on y'all own monthly. I'll send some of y'all a link that I know of. The rest of y'all can reach out. Those of y'all that come in here and you're just a part of the public and you've been moving unfair, start. Be better. Come here, pay your tithes, pay with your works. You figure it out. But balance is an abomination. That's a real thing. That ain't something that I teach for my own benefit. If it was, you niggas would have been cut off. You'd have been not getting no wisdom. And so you get my point? It's a real thing in life. Make sure y'all teach y'all kids that. It ain't about falling into no dualities where you lost in the poors and the riches and the days and the nights. And all that shit for you. Don't get lost in astrology where you limiting yourself to this month and this sign. You a day, it's all for you. It ain't a season you don't pass through. It ain't a month you don't pass through. That part. Months and the days of them is made up by whatever the society and the rulers of it chose to name them. Outside of that, it's just one day. And we come and go from it. And your day could be any day you feel like it. You're not bound to no one thing. Don't let nobody limit you like that. When you say, oh, I'm a Virgo, now they like, oh, you a Virgo. You let them know, no. I ain't in no box. I'll show you another Virgo that ain't nothing like me. And I'm sure y'all seen these things. When you see people that's the same sign and you like, they different. That part. Don't let nobody bound you to the stupid limits of the society that you live in. You not know one month, no one day, you not know one status. You gonna get your share. Meaning you gonna have your impoverished moments, you gonna have your moments where you got more than you used to. You make the best of them times when you have more than you used to, and you will have more than you used to. You don't make the best of those times, then you're going to find yourself, you get my point? Always having less than you used to. And so kind of grass. Hopefully y'all take this in good spirits. Y'all be taking my messages wrong. I don't want none of y'all to have to wake up every day going to work and shit like that. We supposed to wake up every day and come together and work this earth, because this earth is what give us everything we need. Yeah, we lost in the system where we gotta go clock and get paper dollars to go buy what the earth produced for us. But the earth produced everything we need. All we supposed to do is keep up with the earth. All the grasses and forests of this land, keep up with the animals so they don't be killing each other. Make sure they get their fair share. Make sure the buffalo can graze the grass without getting attacked by a lion, because the lion getting what he's supposed to get. The same way it's done in the circus and the zoo. When y'all taming animals to control them, tame them so it be fair and balanced on this earth. If you could teach the bear how to ride a tricycle in the circus, you could teach him how to not kill the next bear or the next piece of prey. That part. Man could train animal to kill and do all negative things, but he can't train an animal. He can't train a lion to lay with the lamb. Some of y'all got dogs that lay with y'all cats in your house, and you tamed them like that. Your dog know if he touch your cat, his ass finished. That's what man is here. That lion know if I touch that gazelle, the men gonna come and deal with me. The men of the land. That part, don't no lion measure up to no men. Men pull up with them rifles, that lion ass grass. He could do whatever he could do, but you get it, he done. And the animals know who got the authority. They ain't fucking stupid. That part. The alligator know when I ate that little white boy, oh, they was coming to kill me. Oh, they gonna come with their guns and kill the hell out of me. They know that. Sometimes they can't help themselves. They like slaves. They just lose it. I don't care. But you get my point? We ain't supposed to be waking up working for companies. We're supposed to be waking up and working for this earth, because it's giving us everything we need, and we all make sure we all get our fair share. And that I don't have to wake up and work for you. And you work in this company and you own it. You get it? We all wake up, do our works for this earth, and then enjoy the fruits of our labor. Fellowshipping and growing as people and growing together. How we gonna grow together and your ass at work 8 hours a day and I'm free? And so things like that gotta stop. Our kids is growing up into the stupid system. Our kids supposed to be growing up, coming together and planting and doing great things in the surf, and ain't nobody got time to do shit in the surf because everybody at work. Talking about they gotta get this material and that material. And so it ain't about none of that. And hopefully y'all grasp, the world finished. People's minds is finished. And so the world ain't never gonna be finished, but people are. And so hopefully y'all grasp. Big said.